Well, the Metropolitan School Districts of Lawrence and Washington Townships in Indianapolis are working to move the needle on supplier diversity and workforce development. Voters in each district passing referendums on big capital improvement projects totaling more than $600 million. As part of the deal, minority-owned businesses will have more opportunities in the architectural and construction side of those projects, and students will be able to intern and work for crews working on their respective campuses. For more on a unique approach, pleased to be joined by Washington Township Schools Capital Projects Manager Jim Boots and Lawrence Township School Superintendent Dr. Shawn Smith. And gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Smith, I'll start with you in Lawrence Township. And when we talk about these projects, big projects going on in Lawrence Township, but between Lawrence and Washington Townships that we're talking about today, all told, all in, nearly $1 billion in projects, a lot of money. There's always talk of diversity and inclusion, but they don't always match up. You're really taking some unique approaches to make that happen. How so?
Definitely. And certainly, thank you for allowing us to come and speak on this topic, as this is a huge part of what goes on in our school community, and that is investing in the future of our children and our facilities and our schools. But for Lawrence Township, the Board of Education took an approach and had the vision that as we went through these processes is how do we engage the entire community? How do we get minority-owned companies a part of our projects? And so they set a board goal and gave that to me and said, hey, we want to have minority-owned companies work with us through the referendum project and other projects that we have in the district. And so for us, it started with the Board of Education's board goal.
Yeah, and in terms of getting more minority participation, how do you do it? Sometimes it's easier said than actually done, right?
Well, certainly. Obviously you can write an RFP and put it out and hopefully people will apply, but we took a different approach. We networked, we talked with other companies and even in the private sector of minority companies are out there. And we certainly invited them in to talk to them and meet them so we could better understand what they were able to do. So we were very aggressive in our approach to go out and seek them out. And then through the RFP process, bringing those companies in and interviewing them alongside of other companies to find the best talent that was out there.
Yeah, Jim, part of the issue is some of the smaller minority-owned firms maybe don't have the wherewithal to meet some of the standards or what needs to happen in terms of qualifying for some of these projects. How do you do that? How do you bring some of these smaller minority firms into the mix?
Yeah, indeed, that is the truth, and we experienced much the same that Dr. Smith and his team did in Lawrence. There are a lot of firms out there. It's getting them teamed up with the proper partners to assist them and help them grow. Obviously, they want to learn. They want to know how to conduct business with a large school district and be successful. And in the same time, they are often looking for ways to meet those partners. So we work very hard to identify those XBE companies and then identify potential partners with them as well, so that they could yoke up and become contributing members to our programs.
Yeah, Jim, and I want to ask you both about this, but Jim, you first, because I know an important part of this is connecting students, getting students engaged with internships and mentorships, including even some paid internships. How are students really a part of this process?
Yeah, and that was an important process that our board committed to way early in the process, both in 2016 and then again when the community supported another referendum in 2020 in the midst of a pandemic, if you can imagine. But part of that was also working with our professional partners, CMs, design firms, engineering companies, to get their commitment to hire interns and our students to assist with the programs across the board. Currently, we have 2 students identified and employed by some of our professional partners. To date, we've got about $30 million in what we term XBE participation in our construction programs, and another $15 million in our professional partners programs, being the design and engineering company. So that provides a great opportunity for a lot of our students to take advantage of those internships.
Yeah, Dr. Smith, as we wrap up here, tell us about that student participation in the project out in Lawrence Township.
Absolutely, Gary, and I think it's a no-brainer. These companies are looking for workers, and at our Career Center, which is McKinsey Center for Innovation and Technology, construction trades is an easy place to find those students. And immediately we went to that and allow for many of our students to work alongside of these projects, especially over the summer months when they're looking for extra help. And so for us, over $42 million of our projects have specifically gone to XBE companies, and they have done an outstanding job. Many of them have gone solo. So these companies have grown in their work by working with Lawrence Township schools and the support from our community.
Big projects in both Lawrence and Washington Townships and unique ways to really get at that diversity issue. Jim Boots, the Capital Projects Manager in Washington Township, and Dr. Shawn Smith, the Superintendent in Lawrence. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.